Parasite is a new film from South Korea and is written and directed by Bong Joon Ho, who is an amazing filmmaking talent. I've been a fan of this guy for a long time, ever since his directorial debut of Barking Dogs Don't Bite. And I just love his style, his visual talent, his artistry, his storytelling, and each and every film has been a little bit different and unique, but also having kind of similar themes to them. You talking about Memories of Murder, Mother, Snowpiercer, Okja, The Host, and now finally Parasite. And this is very impressive to say because his body of work thus far has already been very impressive. But Parasite, man, this is his best film yet, and I can't believe I'm saying that because he's made so many great films already, but I am just in love with this movie. And it's really better not to talk about the plot too much, because the less you know going in, the better of a cinematic ride this will be for you. Because this film is just filled with surprises and twists, and oh my god, I'll just say this. So there's a poor family living in the slums of Korea. They have this really tiny apartment in the basement of a building. There's a father who's a former driver. The mother and wife is a former Olympic athlete. And they have two kids who don't have any jobs and are unemployed. Now you also have this rich family living in this freaking amazing house, a house that I would love to live in someday. And then their lives get kind of intertwined. And it's a very unique way how they do get intertwined, and I'm not gonna go into that here. But even beyond that, there are surprises that you would never even think of. So yeah, don't try to go into this movie knowing as much as you can. Go in with a blank slate and it's going to be much more enjoyable that way, trust me. So since I can't talk about the story too much, I will talk about the performances and the artistry of the film. The performances, you gotta start with Song Kang-ho. Song Kang-ho has been a frequent collaborator with Bong Joon Ho. He's been in The Host and Memories of Murder and Snowpiercer, and he is pretty much one of Korea's best actors of this generation. He's been in tons of great and memorable films, and he can play such a diverse array of characters, and he just is amazing in this film. Actually, the whole family of the poor family, every one of those family members are really great. I'm not familiar with the actors who played the mother and the two children, but they all did a really great job. And then you have the rich family who father and mother are Lee Sung-gyun and Jo Ye-jung, also very well-known Korean film actors, and they do great as well. And everyone's performance here is just amazing, and then make you just engrossed in this storyline. And the visuals, oh man, the visuals in this film are amazing, and the tone that Bong Joon Ho sets with each scene, and the tension and the humor and the drama, and it's just the surprises and the intensity. This film is just a great cinematic ride, and it's really fun to see movies like this because you watch Hollywood films, and of course I love Hollywood films as well, but you know, they're pretty cookie cutter, formulaic. You've seen them all before. It's just a little twist on a known formula because Hollywood is really afraid to take chances at this point. They want to sell you a known product, so they don't really take too many risks. And you get a film like this, Parasite from South Korea, which just blows your doors away because it takes all the risks, and it has a very distinct story to tell you and a very distinct way of telling it. And then when you do watch it, you're like, damn, that shit was good. What an experience. And that's how Parasite made me feel. I love this movie. I can't quite give it a 10 out of 10 only because the ending was like, I just didn't quite agree with the ending. I'm not saying it wasn't great. It's a very fitting ending, but I'm just like, oh, they could have tied that bow a little bit nicer maybe for me. So I can't quite give it a perfect score of 10 out of 10. But other than that, I love this movie. It is Bong Joon Ho's greatest film today, which is saying a lot. So for me, Parasite gets a 9 out of 10. Thanks so much for watching my review. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel MC on Film for more reviews in the future.